It is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and I have a design team project for Color Rush Studio using their March kits. And I am also playing along with Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, round 20, and today is day 19. So today's sketch is from Holly Fiercely. And it's got some torn paper and a couple of photos hanging from some twine or something. So I am actually starting with one of the pre-made background papers from the shop. So this is not in the March kit. This is an extra. But I am using this polka dotted yellow paper. That is going to be the start of my torn pieces. So in the sketch, it's got some like 2 layers of torn, right? So for my second layer, instead of a second piece of paper, I am actually going to use some of the frazzle from this kit. So I have decided to go with the floral frazzle. And I just add a little bit of wet glue along the line there, and then I will just tuck that frazzle right underneath. So that piece I had already kind of cut at an angle, so made sure I got it on the right side of the angle. So I'm going to get that down. Just get a little bit of extra glue on the corners because they're kind of popping up here. And then I will trim that off. And then I have 3 photos. They're starting out at 4x6. I am going to trim them down a little bit, but not enough to make 4 photos. So when I originally looked at this sketch, for some reason, I thought they were like Polaroids, and not just framed. So I don't know if I was looking at a different sketch, or when I just looked at it, I just saw them as Polaroids, because I'm looking at the sketch now, and obviously they are not Polaroids. And this looks like a long sketch, so I don't know if it's meant to be like a sideways 8.5 by 11, or if it's actually meant to maybe be a double page spread, because you could totally make this into a double page spread. So it'd be interesting to see what everybody does with this. So instead of doing the Polaroids where the photos are in the back, this is my way to make something look like a Polaroid very fast. So basically, 3 sides of the mat are the same, and then the bottom one is just a bigger of a mat to make them look like Polaroids. And I think it totally works. I really like it, and these 2 are the same size. The other one I couldn't trim down quite as much, so I figured that I would try to make them the same. So I'm not sure if I want to do the bigger one in the middle, or if I just want to do the 2 small together, which makes sense because so this is all the same time. And these are taken at sunset, but this was technically Julianne's first day of school. But we were still in Hawaii, because when I planned it, I didn't realize we were starting in July. We always start in August. So I told her, I said, let's take first day of school pictures, even though you're not going to school. And she looked really cute when we were going out to dinner that night. So I'm like, let's just do a little photo shoot. So it does look like they're clipped on some frazzle or twine or something. And so I decide to actually take the pom-pom trim and put it on there. And I have these little clips from Hobby Lobby. I got them on clearance. And they're kind of tall, but I was like, yeah, that's okay. I'm just going to go with it. And so I clipped them on, and then when I go to clip them on again, after I've clipped them on once, one of them actually breaks. So what I decided to do was to actually take them apart and just use half of it. So it's going to decrease the bulk, but it still definitely gives you the same idea. So in the sketch, it doesn't really call for any embellishment clusters. It's just got a title and then some journaling. Obviously, my journaling will come later. But there's really not much to say because I am going to spell it out in a title and a subtitle. So I love this acrylic piece that says "You are awesome." So I'm going to put that down at the bottom. And then I really wanted to emphasize the fact that this was the first day of school. And so I'm going to take the white thicker letters from this month and then the tiny alphas from last month, and I'm going to spell out first day of school. And then I need to figure out where I'm going to actually put that. I really think I'm going to like it along the top of the pom-pom trim. I just have to be a little mindful about the frazzle. So if it was all going across paper, it probably wouldn't be a big deal, but going across the frazzle is a little bit. And I probably should have thought of it before I went and glued all of this down. But that's okay. I am using my magnets to kind of hold them down until the glue kind of takes set a little bit. And then, oh, I did add that little telephone because I did have to call her out of school for the first actually 2 days of school because they started on a Thursday. And so since I'm adding that wood veneer piece, I grabbed another wood veneer piece that is a floral, and I'm going to put that up at the top. I'm going to make just a little floral cluster with the wood veneer, a sticker, and the floral acrylic. Now I wanted to put that acrylic underneath. So what I did was I popped the wood veneer up on some fun foam, and I actually had to use 2 things of fun foam to get it to go over, and that's fine. I mean, because I have the bulk of the little clippies anyway. And then I added a tiny word sticker up there that says Happy Days. And then I believe I am going to go off screen and put down the rest of my title and glue everything down. And you can see it goes up there at the top and it says first day of school. So I have a couple of close-ups here for you. If you have any questions, leave down below. I love to chat with you. And then I will have information for the shop. You can also use my coupon code, which is 10 crystalline. That will save you 10%. And then I will also have the playlist. So remember to wear your coat. See you next time. Bye.